welcome to something I am genuinely excited about. I was initially going to do a Fallout episode tonight, and I know I'm neglecting that playthrough again, but I just wasn't exactly feeling it. And I thought, well, what else could I do in a couple of hours? And I didn't feel like researching and buying some new horror game, and then inspiration struck. If you know your way around and where all the items are, Super Metroid goes pretty fast. Did particularly for me back in the day. I'm sure that in the intervening decade and a half, some of that skill has vanished, but I figure if I used to be able to do it in 90 minutes, I can probably do it in under 3 hours. So that's gonna wind up being the goal. Maybe even more like 2 hours. With obviously 100% completion. That's gonna be the ideal. Hey, Lone Wonder. We'll give people a few minutes to show up because I imagine this is one that people are going to be excited about and want to see. How are you, my friend? It is good to have you here as ever. Got a few emails. I'll clear them out before I actually dive in. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm excited for the weekend. That is for sure. Hey, Infinimora. Great to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us. I realize it was fairly short notice, or at least fairly short notice on confirmation that it was happening. So I do appreciate you being here very, very much. It's 8:34 because I'm trying because the clock matters. I technically I can pause it by pausing the emulator, but given that the clock matters for our ending, so to speak, this will be a little different than usual. I probably won't be paying quite as much attention to chat and whatnot once I actually get started. I'm gonna try to move quickly. Try to. I mean, it's a game where the clock matters, so you try to finish it as fast as you can with 100% item completion. And I am also not a sequence breaker, so I won't be doing that. The game will go in roughly the order it's supposed to go in. And I know people can beat it in like 100 I know people can 100% it in insanely fast times, like 45 minutes with sequence breaks. We won't be sequence breaking. So the fastest I ever did it, and Infinimora, I've 100% of this game dozens of times. I am still fairly certain I know where all the items are, and I think I remember the route I took through it in college. The question is whether how many tries it's going to take me to do all the relevant moves and maneuvers. But the yeah, my personal record was 1 hour and 26 minutes with 100% items collected, and that's like I said without sequence breaking. Others have with sequence breaks gotten it insanely low. But hey, Martin, how good am I at OG Castlevania? I'm terrible. If you mean like Castlevania on the Nintendo Entertainment System, oh, I'm terrible at it. I never beat it without an emulator and save states. Same is true of OG Ninja Gaiden. Um, sort of. It's interesting. You'll see it. It's a very direct sequel. Well, I mean, you'll get the story intro once I fire it up. But if you're familiar with OG Metroid, you will recognize a lot of the areas. You do revisit, the original Turian, the original Brinstar, the original Norfair, and their layouts. They're it's a good way to describe it. I think it's not identical. Obviously, they added some frills and stuff for the 16-bit era, but you'll definitely recognize the spaces when we get to them. Because it seems like you're familiar with the OG Metroid for the NES, so. But it adds a lot of stuff too. In addition to the areas we visited in the OG Metroid, Brinstar and Norfair, and I guess Turian, it adds three others. It adds the surface of the planet called Crateria. It adds the wrecked ship, and it adds a water zone called Meridia. In addition to Fiery Norfair, and the old NES you couldn't really tell. I think for this one they decided that Brinstar was like a jungle-ish sort of area. I don't think we need to worry about spoilers on a 25-year-old game. 25? Yeah, 25. 1994 to 2019. I can't believe this game is 25 years old. I got it when it came out. All right, 2 more minutes, then we're going to launch. I'm going to do some cross-dressing. You know what I always liked about this game, though? And when they did it in the OG Metroid, they just... I think Samus has always been... And, I mean, here's a white guy about to talk about feminism, so, be warned. But I always thought if you needed a feminist icon in your game, Samus was it before they ruined her in Metroid Other M, because, like, she was a woman, but that wasn't the central defining feature of her character, her genitalia. It was just, she was a fucking badass space bounty hunter who happened to be a woman. I really enjoyed that. And I was pissed at what they did to her when in Metroid Other M. That game was that game had great gameplay, but it was ass writing, and it absolutely ruined the character. All right, here we go. Time to get started. So like I said, I don't want to pause the emulator too much. That feels a little bit like cheating. But because we're on the clock, when I'm actually playing, I'm not going to, like I said, I'll be less engaged with chat than normal. It's just the fact of having a clock running. So here we go. Let's fire it up. See if I'm still any good at this. Super Metroid. 1994. We're not on the clock yet. Nintendo presents Metroid 3. We won't abuse save states, don't worry. Samus A. Start game. You can. I like that you can switch between English and Japanese text. We'll use the basic controls. That's what I have memorized. And let's start. The clock starts running now, but you can't skip the scene.
Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
So you want to skip her dialogue as fast as you can. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. Here's OG Metroid, Martin. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. Metroid 2 Return of Samus for the Game Boy. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. Space Colony. Alright, so we just gotta sprint through here. No reason not to always have the run button held down. Oh, I'm already so happy I picked this game. You guys, I'm so hyped. And here comes Ridley. Now you can fight him, but you can't lose this fight, and it's faster to let him damage you down. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's hang out over here by his tail. You can't win this fight or lose it. It lasts a certain amount of time or until your energy drops below 30. Ridley flies off with the larva. Emergency, self-destruct sequence activated. Evacuate colony immediately. We have 1 minute to get out. Also the first time what is now universally known as Ridley's theme makes its appearance. This music first showed up in this game. One thing of note is I don't believe, as the timer itself here would indicate, I don't believe that the clock runs when we're moving between rooms, which is good. Well, she recognized Ridley, so she knows where to go. Planet Zebes. Alright, so we can save our game and refill our health at our ship. It's good to know. This is where the first game took place. Yes, Morellis. 100% speedrun at that. Well, I should say 100% speedrun without sequence breaks. Alright, Martin, you should recognize this area. If not here, you should definitely recognize this. So we're in the old Turian now, where we originally fought Mother Brain in the first game. When we go through it, we find an elevator going down. What fan version? You mean the scrapped one of Metroid 2? I did not. So here's where we originally started, and right where we found it in the first game, the morphing ball. Uh-oh. Shit's coming along. Shit's coming online. Hey, Lost. Thank you for dropping by. Lovely. Okay. So, we do want to shoot these blocks. Now that we have the ball, we can go through those narrow passages. We're just here to get our first missile pack. Select missile and press the X button. That's all we're collecting down here for now. Let's head back up the elevator to Criteria, where, as you might have surmised from everything coming online, all hell is going to break loose. We have to go all the way back up to the top at this point. Space Pirates! Alright, Lost. Well, I do appreciate the hello. You have a good Friday night's rest, my friend. And a great weekend, because I might be back Sunday evening, but I'm unlikely to see any of you before then, so. Alright, so once we get to the very top, we got these guys. It's important to note that with the L and R buttons on the Super NES controller, you can aim diagonally. Squirt through here. And head through this door. These things, just run by them. Especially if you're full on ammo. Now, red doors, just like the original game, can be opened with 5 missiles. Bomb! Morphing ball, and set it with the X button. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Oops. So I'm getting used to the emulator controllers. Because believe it or not, I played this on my Super Nintendo in college. Alright, there's our first boss. I guess you could technically count Ridley at the space station, but... Run past these things. Filled up our health and ammo again, which is great. Oh yeah, so now we have bombs. So we can drop those famous little explosives in ball mode, which is how we get out of here. Just run past these guys. We can get through here with the bomb, now that we have the bombs. Oh shoot! It's a passage! There's a lot of that kind of thing in this game. Just run through here. Sprinting is more or less always the thing to do if you're going for speed. And there is our first energy tank. These guys are directly in the way, so we'll shoot them. Zip through here. Yeah, my muscle memory is not quite there. I used to know, like, cold, exactly when to hit the jump button just to seamlessly go through all these rooms, but it's alright. Now we are heading back into Brinstar. New area of it, though. Nowhere we visited in the first game. Alright, this first shaft, go all the way to the bottom. Can only open one red door. Do the bottom right. Leave those guys alone. They take too much ammo to kill. Metal bats we can't shoot. We need to refill our missiles, which is what these little enemy generators are for. Ah, balls. Believe it or not, we're already almost to the next boss. I want to fill up my energy here. Well, that's close enough. These guys do buco damage. We need to kill them. Where are you at? Get back here. To open up a metal door. And here's our next mini-boss. These little spores he drops we can shoot for missile ammo, which we need. They will also drop energy, which is nice. If you're really slick, you can hit him with 2 missiles per opening, but I'm going to try to do that. Speeds the fight up considerably. I've never managed more than 2. Naturally, speeds up, as bosses do. Shoot. Missed that first one. It's alright, though. Second one that time. But he's almost done now. One more. JC, it's a ball. There, got him. Kill him, get all the usual refills. Travis, that wasn't good. Now, we're certainly not going to match the record this time. It's alright, though. Bloop! Well, ain't that special. Ooh. Super Missile! Select and press the X button. Boom! Super Missiles open green doors. Oh. Had to Super Missile it again. Whatever. Yay, more missiles! Down here, the charge beam! Suddenly, we're collecting goodies. The bomb jump, a move we'll do many times. So, these guys will drop energy and ammo flying out of these pipes, but one thing you'll notice is that pipe up there is recessed compared to the others. I'm pausing to talk about it. And there aren't any bugs coming out of it. So... if we wall jump into there, roll down it, sure enough, more missiles. Now that we have the charge beam, we have more flexibility in dealing with some of the bigger enemies. I like to kill these things because they're almost guaranteed to drop a super missile. And we're in another new-ish area. Don't ask me how you're supposed to find these passages you can shoot for the first time, because it's crazy to me. But such is Metroid. You just basically shoot everything. Now, here's some crazy shit. Ready for this? Oh, wrong room. Now I feel stupid. It's in the next room. Shoot the ceiling. Wall jump up. Use our super missile. We got the phaser. The beam power up. As you can see, it's neat. Increases both width and power of our shots. You don't want to let those things grab you. And another elevator. We're already to Norfair. Martin, you still watching? Everyone likes more width. Indeed. That's what I was hoping for. There's our second energy tank. We don't want to fall into that thing. Be careful to shoot it. Through here. Another item. The high jump boots. Basically double our jump height. I have to wait for the fire critter to get down here and shoot it. High jump boots let us make these jumps. There's our fourth missile tank. And with that, we're heading back to Brinstar. After a very, very brief little jaunt to North Air, we had to shoot the fire thing to be able to open that metal door, if you were wondering. And up we go. We're about to head for the first real boss. Those first two you would call the mini-bosses. With the high jump boots, we can make it through this platform. Kill the shit in our way. Bomb the floor. And head on up. These things are much easier to deal with our spacer beam. This one you can kind of see. Spot in the floor you need to shoot. Ominous music. Whatever, just run past it. Charge it up. This is Mini Kraid. Dropped us a bunch of super missiles and some energy. These eye doors lead to bosses. Real bosses. Just have to wait for them to open. Shoot them 3 times. And here we go. So, it's pretty basic. You just want to dodge all the shit he throws at you, and hit him in the open mouth with a super missile. Only takes 4. Not nearly as intimidating as he looks. And through the metal door. The Various Suit! Our first suit upgrade. We take half damage, and more importantly, we can now survive the heated areas in North Air. boss was called Kraid. Kraid. And oh shoot, gotta kill them all. And the suit upgrade was called the Various suit, because it occurs to me you could be asking about either one. With Kraid dead, we can open this door now. Get all 4 of these on you. Fire a single super missile to get rid of them. And get the hidden energy tank out of the ceiling. Back down to Norfair. Much longer visit this time. Alright, so this room, you can tell by the shimmering heat in the back. If we came in here without the Various suit, this room would just gradually drain our energy from the overwhelming heat. So there you go. In case you were curious. Oh, fuck off. This game is full of insidiously hidden items. This one is particularly bad. You have to drop down into the lava and shoot the wall to get a missile pack. Number 5. Pretty classic, just here to fuck with your room. Like that. Just want to get through as fast as you can. Need to kill some things, get a little energy back. Floor breaks underneath us. That's alright. Follow it down, and get our 6th missile pack. It's funny, I almost never use normal missiles, but except to open doors. That's all good, though. You don't want to run into those things in the pipes if you can help it. Get another one of these. Ball up and head through here. Can't do anything about these spitters yet. Shit. Good lord. Okay. Hold on. Something's fucking around with my controls here. There. Still being fucked with. There. Shoot. Been taking a lot of damage. How many lives do you get? Oh no, I've got 245 energy. So I've got 2 full energy tanks. Alright, so in here, get another missile pack. Now, you can wall jump up here to do, I suppose, a bit of a sequence break. But it's not unlocking new areas. It just gets us the wave beam. Which is basically, now we go through enemies, and we have nearly double the firepower, which is pretty great. Okay, now I'm going to shoot this thing, because I need some energy and ammo. Mainly energy in the worst way. Alright, there we go. Lone Wonder, if I died right now, I would restart back at my ship near the very beginning, because I haven't saved yet. The game uses save points. You'll know when you save. So. What that mainly does for us, besides just a ginormous power boost, is it saves us having to go back there later, which is very nice. Through this door. I'm gonna shoot a few of these. If you're wondering how there's so much stuff, they spawn 5 at a time. Okay. Run. And here we are. Now before, this is very important, before going through that door, shoot upwards to get missile pack number 8. This is a fun one. The speed booster. Press and hold the B button to run. Uh-oh. Run! One thing that's noteworthy is now we can actually shoot through these blocks, since we have the wave beam, which is pretty cool. This one's fun. Go. Speed booster's awesome. And speaking of, here's our first save point. Yes, I would very much like to save. Okay, now, take a little pause here. At this point, I want to hit reset because that lets me check the time. Just in case of fuckery, I'm going to save the state too. But 26 minutes. That is not bad. You wanted it to be at about 20 when I was setting my personal records. So that's not bad at all. So it shows us where we are. We've gone from Crateria to Norfair. And we've circled all the way back to the elevator we came in on. Still can't open these yellow doors. Now, let's hit this bad boy with a super missile and head left. Now that we have the speed boost, we can get through those gates. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to. Get past these jokers. Get those out of our way, because we will certainly be going there. The critters should have tipped you off that we wanted to get down here. And we have the ice beam. Now we can freeze shit, too. Neither. There are actually map stations that I'm not going to, because they're a waste of time to access, but yeah, there are map stations that fill in the whole map. Now that we have the ice beam, we can't destroy them, but we can freeze these things and get by them that way. That's pretty neat. As is tradition, we have to use our new toy to escape this next room. Gotta freeze those jumping things. There we go. Then we up the ante by having to freeze one of those. Roll all the way through the top, back to here. The map room does not show you where the items are. I'll save state and show you a map room up in Brinstar just so you can see what they look like. I was right, by the way. For those of you who noticed that the game clock had 26 minutes and we've been streaming for 50, the clock doesn't run when you're moving between screens. So, like, right now the clock is not running. Now it is. Which is where those discrepancies come from. Okay, save state, just so I can show you a map room. Or, nope, that's an energy unit, my bad. Although, by the way, that was an energy recharge unit, if you haven't seen one of those. So, now that we have the ice beam, we can climb back out of this shaft. Have to have the ice beam and the high jump boots in order to do that. Work our way back up, and now we can go up into new territory with the high jump boots. Same idea. Freeze the things to make platforms. And head through here. A lot of shit in this room. Best bet is just to get a nice rhythm going. With your jumps and move through. Another pretty obvious item room. That's what that noise usually means. Power bombs! Select that and set it with the X button. Go ahead and lay your first one right here. Oh, look at that. Missile pack number 9. Now, ours is to backtrack all the way to north there. Again. Much like those cactus things are basically a guaranteed super missile drop. Speaking of, those caterpillar things are basically a guaranteed power bomb drop. And as you might have guessed, power bombs open those yellow doors. There we go. Flawless trip through that room. Once more unto the breach. We can neutralize those things as a threat by freezing them. But they're largely obsolete with the high jump boots anyway. Down we go. Now, you might have noticed this on our first trip through. Speed boost through here again. Powerbomb blocks. New area. Shoot. Now this is tough. I'm unhappy that I fell, but you have to hit the jump button at exactly the right instant, as you might have surmised. It's not easy to do. I mean, the window is small. Although, you know, I'm better at the wall jump. Let me try that. He says as he fails. You can up your chances a little. Shoot. He says as he fails again. We got to get all the way back to the top for a rather underwhelming prize. Oh, we're losing clock here. It's all right. Be all right. Shit. Shit. The fucking enemies are getting me too. The idea is to get back to the top. No! Shit. Fuck you. Now I'm mad. Okay, hold on. Told you I wouldn't abuse save states. But, man, that puts you at a disadvantage of shit like this. See, what I want to know, can't figure out, is... Okay. See those fucking missiles in the wall over there? That is what we're after. The idea is to get onto that one on the left and then manage a wall-hugging jump. Yes! There we go. We got him. Alright, now we can head through here. There's some satisfying death. Now we want to head through here. New boss. Shoot this thing in the mouth. You can do it with just a charge beam, which I generally prefer to do. So you need to push him back. That's the whole point. Push him all the way back till he falls in. You can see the bubbles. He's swimming. Last ditch effort to survive. Oh, but look what's left. Not exactly plausible, but a fun little death scene. So, let's not fall in the acid ourselves. That would be not good. Further down. Down, down, down. Too far down. I wanted that red door. My mistake. Oh, fuck off. Scene from RoboCop. Yes. Through all this. We got more missiles. It's tank number 11. Back here. Now, we want to go all the way down. You want to lay a power bomb about here. Shit. The acid hurts, as you can probably see. The idea being to clear this space. Okay. I remember this one. We gotta do a shine spark. You have to get to full speed and crouch. And then jump in order to perform a shine spark. Here's missile pack 12. This is simpler, thankfully. Grappling beam! That's what those blocks are for, if you're wondering. Oh. The grappling beam can be pretty hard to do without an actual controller. Now this is an interesting bit. You can actually grapple onto these enemies. There's a pack of power bombs. I should probably buy a controller for games like this. Oops, that's a save room. It's not where I wanted to go. No, let's go through here. Back to where we fought and killed the Crocomire. We go back to where he died. I'm going to save state here because this could kill me. I don't think so. Better safe than sorry. Nice and easy. Energy tank number 4. Flawless. I was panicked over nothing. Alright. Oof. And we got missiles. That's tank 13. And look, we're back in this first room again. Or this first shaft, I should say. We're going to save here. The records show I did not need the save state. Oh, oops. We actually want to go through this way. A couple more missile packs to pick up. I love the speed booster. It's so much fun. Now, a well-placed power bomb gets us directly out of that mess and back into this main area. I'm too high. Need to freeze him lower. So we can get into this room. Missile tank 14. While you're sitting here, you want to set off a power bomb, which opens up another secret. Roll through here. I don't like those dragon critters. Just annoying. Ha! I forgot the platform hides that missile tank. And this is a reserve tank. Which, a reserve tank, basically, it holds 100 energy in reserve. You can see it starts off automatic, which means that if my energy were to drain completely, then anything I had in reserve would automatically move back into my main energy tanks. Those won't even fill until the reserve tanks won't even fill until you're collecting energy beyond your maximum, which I'm not doing yet. A wired Xbox controller works out of the box for Windows 10. Well, that's good to know. I should go grab one. So now, with those in hand, go ahead and save again, since we're passing through the room. And everything's gone well, pretty well so far. Not record-setting well like in college, but that's alright. So you can see it turns yellow when I've got energy in reserve. And we'll head back up to Brinstar. Yellow door. Power bomb. Now this room is interesting. You don't want to kill these things because they're what's keeping the room lit. Just freeze them and move along. Game begins to require some more advanced grappling from us. Not that it's a big deal. Get to the item room, and we get the X-ray scope, which you can use to see some, but not anywhere near all of the secret areas. I'll show it to you. Wait, what? Why can't I use it? There we go. So that shows you the passage we're supposed to take out of here. Like I said, oddly, the X-ray scope does not show you all of the secret passages in the game, only some of them. But there it is, we've got it. Make our way back out of here. Jesus. You can see how much darker the room gets if you kill them. Anyway, there we go. Those things are also an almost guaranteed power bomb drop. So now we need to truck back to where we first got power bombs. Now we're going to go through this green door. Giant side hoppers. Use a power bomb and drop through the one flower that doesn't have a thing sitting in it, and it's fake! We get our third pack of power bombs. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. Shit. Get through there. There you go. Alright. And up the elevator. Yellow door. Well, this should look familiar. We're back in Criteria. Not only that, lo and behold, back at our ship. You can fill up energy, all ammunition, and save by ducking into your ship. It's a good decision. Go to the right this time. Yellow door. Get some easy missiles. Those cracked ones will break on you if you grapple onto them too long. We now want to go directly into the water. It slows us down, but we can breathe indefinitely. Don't have to worry about that. Bomb jumping doesn't do anything, but we can actually take advantage of the slowness to get into this tunnel. And get another missile pack. Now we need to get out of the water. Do some grappling. And head in to the wrecked ship. Apothem, thank you so much for the resub. I'm pausing so I can look at the camera, and thank you so much for that, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. We are now inside the wrecked ship. There's a secret somewhere around here. Oh. Creepy little enemies, aren't they? So, interestingly, while the ship is powered down, spikes don't even hurt us. Yeah, there they are. There are bombables here. Let's just cut out the middleman. Power bomb it. Am I even in the right spot? I feel pretty dumb if I'm not. That's the one. Oh, but I can't get there until the robot's moving. I'm not in the right spot. Shoot. That's a total waste of time. I feel like maybe I could. I feel like I can get through there, but. No. Shit. I've forgotten something. It's higher up, whatever I'm currently looking for. This is it. Fuck me. Oh, that was a big ass waste of time. It's alright though. It's alright. That's our 18th missile pack. Now, I'll go all the way to the bottom and open up this here green door. And just like that, it's an eye door. It's our second real boss. Yes, we can shoot the fireballs. That's how we fill up on items in this fight. That sucked. You want to try to hit it with a super missile. Now, this is a neat trick. If you've got your charge beam fully charged, it sort of mimics the screw attack, which we'll get much later. We won't damage things, but we will be basically invincible. And so it gets pissed off when we hit it with a super missile, but that's okay. That faux screw attack trick is a real lifesaver for his fireball waves. And I'm out of super missiles, so I have to use regulars now. Now the good news is regular missiles don't piss him off quite like the supers do. And you can get more shots off too. Well, in theory. Alright, he did. And killing him, for whatever reason, powers the ship back on. Which, of course, means we can properly explore it now. Now, those robots are harmless. The skull things are gone, but we've got these floaters in their place. You might be wondering, finally, gonna get more super missiles. Now the robots are moving. So now we can get the goodies out of this room. Can't do anything about those green things. Except that. A power bomb will end them, which is pretty great. Shit. I really didn't want to do that, but more super missiles. It's all good. Skip that door, head to the very top. Which is new, we haven't been up here. Anyway, that second boss's name is Phantoon, for those who are curious. Phantoon. Phantoon. And we can head up here. Uh-oh, we're starting to get palette swaps. You know, it's serious shit when that happens. We have to kill everything in this room. To avoid having to do it twice, we should go ahead and shoot open the metal door on the left. And the one below you. But then we actually want to go through the one on the right. So this room is about pushing these robots back. So we can get that missile tank. It's our 19th. The enemies are back. You don't have to kill them. Oh, fuck me. Okay, good. And we're back outside. And when you find one of these things, we have a ridiculous item here. I think we have to jump on the second one. No, we don't. That was my mistake. Alright, come on now. Wish I remembered exactly where the fuck they are. There are missiles hidden in the ceiling. Which is ridiculous, I know. Maybe I need to be on that one above me. There's yet another one. Nope. God damn it, where are they? Shoot. It's gone too far. Yep. Haha. And get back on it this way. Let's try and do some fucking scouting, okay? There they are. Fuck. Thank you. 100 missiles, 20 packs. It's a super missile block. Immediately our 21st missile pack. They're gonna make me use a second super missile. That's not the one I wanted. Maybe it was. That is the one I wanted. God, I don't remember it quite perfectly. Nope, that isn't the one I wanted. What the heck? I wanted to be in those tunnels after all. That's what I wanted. Oh, balls. Alright. This is a room that could kill me. I'm going to save state. I know, it's cheap. Loserly, I'm sorry. Call it a just in case. The energy supply is ass. We're okay though. So, this is interesting. Need to hop into a morph ball inside the statue's hand. Power bomb there. And more pushable robots. Get a missile tank. Use another power bomb. And with everything lined up, we can speed boost. And we're going to have to shine spark when we get to the end. Finally, jump over the hole, and we get our second reserve tank. Had to earn that one. Now, we can drop back through here. We can go through the door the statue took us to in the first place. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to waste a power bomb. It's alright. This is the gravity suit. Another half damage reduction, and now we can move freely underwater without being slowed down. And it's neat and purple. First, we want to head through here. Now this last flashing door we can actually do something with now that we have the gravity suit. Specifically, we can jump out of the water and through to this next area. Time your jumps just so. Oh boy. I remember this. There we go. Energy tank number 5. Shoot. Run! Alright. Now we're done in the ship for now. We're gonna head back to our ship and with the gravity suit, there's a whole lot of shit we can now collect. Ordinary orange lava doesn't hurt us anymore with the gravity suit. The yellow stuff, which I guess you might call acid, it still hurts us, but we can move freely in it just like we can the water and the lava. So there's all sorts of hidden shit that we can run around and collect now. We finally have all of the unlocks we really need. This doesn't really matter if I fall into the water. So now we wall jump and do all that fancy shit underwater. It's nice. Fuck you, buddy. Alright. Save the game at the ship again. Now get ready for some really fancy, crazy shit. I'm in a save state, just because it's hard to pull off. But from here, you can shine spark diagonally if you aim, and get to a fresh door up here. Like I said, the acid can still hurt us, so you don't want to jump into it or anything. But there's our fourth pack of power bombs. And save again, because we pulled that off flawlessly, which was great. Open the path to the door. From here, an ordinary spinning jump is enough. Setting a power bomb opens this little tunnel right here. Gotta do power bombs. Clear this area out. Thankfully, it doesn't matter much if you get damaged in here, because we're about to get another energy tank. As you can see. Another power bomb in here. That's right, we're not done. When the acid's lowered, roll it through and into this little tunnel. More of the same. Blowing shit up. Moving along. Okay. Now this one is worth a save state because you can and should position yourself, sorry about that, in the very center so that you can do both of them at the same time. Because you don't want to have to, you do not want to have to do that entire loop again to get the second missile tank. That's misery. And holy hell, we're in familiar territory. Let's head back to Brinstar. Down the elevator. First things first, speed boost. There's our third reserve tank. There's only one more of those left to find in the entire game. We got missiles. Ordinary bombs will suffice for more missiles. There's our fourth super missile tank. That sends us to the entrance, where we can finally get one last missile tank. That was a lot of shit in one little area. Back to the main shaft. Power bomb. This is another place I will use the save state. Just because there's an invisible pit in front of the energy tank that I don't want to accidentally fall down. Whew, man. There's our fifth tank of super missiles. Now we'll fall through the invisible pit. Gotta kill these things. Ah, yes. Now here are the neat little critters that teach us the wall jump. Power bombs! Oh. Thanks, bros. They show you how to do it, but... And here we are. Back the way we first went. Far more powerful than our first visit. Oops. Shoot. Fuck you, buddy. Alright. Let's try this again. Do better, Travis. There you go. Get those missiles. Yes. Set a power bomb. And you can actually go through the wall there, which is crazy. Okay. Kill these things. And get more power bombs. I want to head this way again. Guys, there's a power bomb door. You can wall jump up here. Open the gate with the wave beam in order to get over to this right side. And get our 8th energy tank. Told you we were going to collect a lot of items very rapidly. It's fun though, right? I'm going to go back to where we originally got the charge beam. Down the lower left of this room. Set a power bomb. Which opens up a fresh secret. Gotta kill the enemies so they don't get in our way. And then speed boost through here. So you see, we couldn't do that before we got the gravity suit. And there's our 9th energy tank. Yay. I thought so. Powerbomb door up here that we can reach with the high jump boots. Another power bomb. And more power bombs. One more power bomb. And look, we're back where we got the morphing ball. Kill shit in here. Now before ducking under there, shoot the ceiling and get our 10th energy tank. Then we got some missiles. Now place a power bomb. And note the tunnel there. We need to shine spark. In order to get up to the top. Now this is a room where you actually need the X-ray scope. Note the invisible bridge. Run across it. Missiles. And wait for it. Oops. Even more missiles. And now we're going to take this elevator back to Criteria. Where we fought our very first enemy. So blast our way through these guys again. Now use a power bomb where Mother Brain used to live. Even more missiles. Now here's something insidious. Get to freeze these guys when they're still on the ground. Then do a speed boost. And then do a shine spark. in order to get more super missiles. Hey, shortcut to the top. Not bad. More missiles. Now, we're gonna head all the way back to Brinstar. The way we just came. I do want that energy. Have to blast them all to get the metal door open. Time to head to Meridia. I always enjoyed this part. Go as if we were going back to Norfair. Stop when you get here. Drop a power bomb in this glass tube. We'll duck down here to the next save room. And now we'll go enter Meridia proper. Can't really do anything in Meridia until you have the gravity suit. Should be obvious. So you want to leave the door open, open the gate, and kill all the crab monsters. You gotta get a speed boost going through the door. And you gotta manage to do your crouch in like the nanosecond on this side of the door before you run out of space, which is why I save stated, because it's annoying. Oh, almost had it. And then you have to line it up exactly right. This is probably the most insane shine spark in the entire game, FYI. Ah, okay, nope. Further left. Fuck. About another inch to the left. We'll get it. We'll get it. There we go. Missiles, bitch. Ooh, man alive. Ah, yes. Here's a secret passage to the super missiles we saw earlier. Haha, so the secret passage next to this guy. These red ones we actually can't harm with anything in our current arsenal. Oh, this is fun. Shoot. Okay, it's off to the right. There we go. Energy tank number 11. Shoot. I thought this was the right spot. Maybe it is. Yep, there they are. Another ridiculous missile tank. Now we're done in here, thankfully. Shoot. Now we need to get back up to the top of this room. And it's time for a difficult grappling beam challenge. Whew. All right, good. Yep, fake walls. We got missiles. Holy shit, we're out of the water. Another secret area. And look down here, we got missiles. And super missiles to boot. Now backtracking. Power bomb. Oh yes, I remember this one. Shoot, wrong one. I fucked that up. As is my want. Maybe not. Why didn't it work? There, okay. So I did have it right, just elected not to work because reasons. Oh, because the fucking snail! That's why. There we go. Missiles and super missiles. That's our 9th super missile tank. There's only one left to find, and we will have our maximum of 50, if you can believe it. Huh. Come on now. Come on now, Samus. Do the shine spark for me, girlfriend. There you go. Up here! To this blue door. These are faux Metroids. They aren't the real deal. Evidenced by our easy ability to whoop their ass. But they will still attach and sap our energy if we give them the chance. Coming up on the next mini boss, not the next real boss. There we go. There he is. I'm a pretty big fan of just firing super missiles directly into his head. There we go. Not a tough mini boss at all. For those of you who are wondering how we're doing time-wise, we're doing pretty well. We're, I want to say about 80% of the way through the entire game already, so. This one's tough. Oh, there we go. 12 energy tanks. 2 to go. That wall jump this way. I don't feel like fucking around with these sideways grappling beams. It's very important not to fall through the quicksand unless you want to lose a whole bunch of progress. Have to start a bunch of this shit over. I'm sure none of us want. Shoot. Come on. I know I can do this. Maybe I can't. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna have to use the terrible, horrible, no good. Oh, no, we're not. Ha! Alright, green door. More hidden missiles. Now get ready for the third real boss, although there's a shortcut to dealing with him, which the designers did intend, that is flipping awesome, and makes him by far the easiest of the 4. All you gotta do is destroy these cannons. 3 missiles will do the job. Now get your grapple beam ready. Those little ones are gonna disappear. And then the big one shows up. Just wait for him. When he comes through slow with the stickies, let him grab you. He'll do that tail thump. Don't worry about it. Get your grapple beam ready. He'll take you in this bigger and bigger loop. Grapple into the electricity while he's holding on to you. Just like that, he's fucking dead. Good night, Dragon. His little buddies take him away. We get the spoils. And in the next room, the extremely useful, extremely important space jump. Check it. The grappling beam is now fully obsolete. We can just space jump. It's awesome. Head all the way back to the left. Now we do not want to go through that flashing door yet. Instead, now we want to go in the sand. Oh, well, not this sand. Shoot. Gotta get out to the big one. You need speed boost to do it. Oh, no we're not. I'm an idiot. There. Now we want to go down through the sand. Oh, man. Ah, this one. I want to go into this very first sand pit. Just keep the things off of us. We'll be alright. Missiles! Don't sink. Without getting the power bombs. Now, sink into this next sand. We'll go into yet another area. We have to go over where the waterfall thingy was. Oh. Further to the right, I guess. There it is. Now this is crazy. That you want to wait for that block to pop. You'll notice it doesn't respawn. You can head up through. Oh, balls. There you go. Okay. Get up into another new area. use a power bomb. You want to do it immediately if you can, but didn't quite do it fast enough. That's right. Now you want to wait for this guy to roll all the way around. Don't mess with him. He's a helper. He can dig through that shit, and he's the only thing that can. I hate those damn snail things. Now through here. Have to solve this teensy little maze. When you do, you get the spring ball, which lets us jump while we're in morph ball mode, which is pretty great. Thankfully, the dirt stays gone. Say, get out of the freaking sand. Back to here, and we'll go left this time. Bollocks. There we go. Lay a power bomb in this room. Go up and jump through here. Zoom! So that flashing door there, that's space jump all the way up to get to it, and just realize that it you have to have already killed Dragon to be able to open that door. I guess they figured enterprising people might be able to wall jump. Get up to the top and go through. Fresh door. Here is the plasma beam. Now we can fuck up these red space pirates. Got the most powerful laser in the game. And we actually have to kill all of the pirates if we want to leave the room. There we go. That was awesome. Come on. There we go. Oh, yay. Here we go. Oh, and look, we're back here. We gotta navigate the sand again. I'm sorry, I know it's a pain. Oh, we can finally kill those green things. Now we're back here again. This time it's different. Mainly, we want to run over the first sand pit and fall through the second one instead. It's kind of cheeky, but that takes us to a completely different room. Where there are still more goodies to find. Need to have the spring ball. Shit. There. That's the fourth and final reserve tank in the game. Hi, Ethan. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? That would be our 41st missile tank. There are only 10 missile tanks left. Left out of here. Go through the hole those crabs came out of. Uh-oh. Hear the music change? We're almost out. fall down here, and boom. We're back at the North Air elevator. Quick stop back in Kraid's lair. Oh yes, I remember. Yeah, we gotta do a power bomb back there. That's right. Oops. Now we can use the spring ball to get this missile tank. That's it for here. 9 more of those to go as we make our way back to North Air. And we're finally going to save again. I've used save states a couple of times, mainly to deal with tricky shine spark jumps, but I'm trying not to abuse save states, just to avoid dying. So I'll actually save here. Oops. No, I totally did want to save. Come on, let me do it. I have to leave and come back. There. Thank you. Speed boost. Wave beam to get through the gate. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't need to go this way. That was stupid of me. I got confused about which room. This is where I want to be. So one thing just to notice, well, now you don't need to notice it here, but I guess you did notice because I screwed up. Like I mentioned earlier, the gravity suit makes us immune to the ordinary lava. Down through this room, lay a power bomb, go through the yellow door. This is the entrance to Ridley's hideout, sometimes called Lower North Air as well. Gotta have the gravity suit to not get cooked by the lava. Then you gotta have the space jump to make it up here through the big ass Ridley head. Down the elevator we go. Love this music. showed up again in Metroid Prime. I'm not big into Smash, but those of you who have Switches and Smash Ultimate, how do you feel about the fact that Ridley is included? I hear a lot about how overpowered Ridley is in Smash Ultimate from people who play that game. Same deal here, just skip over everything, then drop a power bomb. Hop in the statue's hands. Make sure you get these before you touch the floor. 8 missile tanks to go. Got a much stronger version of this thing now. Now the funny thing about him is he can missiles don't touch him. He'll actually catch super missiles if you try and shoot him with those. And so the humble charge beam is the answer to this critter. Another mini boss. And down he goes. Easy peasy. Boom. And finally we have the screw attack. With it, first go back into this room and we can tear up the wall he fell down from. Where are they? There's our final super missile tank. We're at 50 out of 50. And the screw attack is our last major upgrade, by the way. Now these next few spots are just basically to teach us how fucking great the screw attack is. Because it can tear through absolutely everything. Including these jokers that were literally invincible to everything else we had. Oops. Alright, up at the very top. Want to make sure you don't hit the collapsible floors before getting the missiles. Seven more missile tanks, and 2 more power bomb tanks, and 2 more energy tanks. That's it, I think, as far as items go. So we're close. It's my jam. And we're back on the main screw attack path. Alright, there we go. The whole room is filling with acid at an alarming rate. Whew. Keep getting pallet swaps on these things. Oof. Here we go. And here's a yellow door. Power bombs. Use another power bomb. Shoot. Screw attack, bitches! Yeah! How about that? It's so OP. Before dropping through there, go over here and get our second to last power bomb tank. These guys are annoying. When you get them to do that jump kick, they briefly turn yellow, and that's the only time you can hurt them. Alright, now get ready for probably the one actually difficult boss fight in the game. Although, if you have all of the items, like we do, well, we're not at 100 yet, but if you have 50 super missiles, it shouldn't be too bad. The fourth real boss gets an eye door and everything. There he is. Ridley is not easy. He does a fuckload of damage. The worst thing about him is he has a shitload of health. Oh, got him. Like I said, we used up almost all of our super missiles, but if you have all 50 super missiles, Ridley's not that bad. And what we see through his door is the glass case that the baby Metroid was in. It's smashed. That's it. Well, damn. Detective Pikachu would say, well, that's a twist. That's very twisty. I almost forgot there actually is something else in here. Just remember exactly where. Can't. Ah, there it is. Our 13th energy tank. There's only one of those left. Come on, Samus. There you go. Do it again. Atta girl. Thankfully, we don't need to kill those things again. That would be a pain in the ass. This room is now significantly more annoying. But got through it just fine. Last bit. And I'm sorry, I've been overcounting the missiles. There are only 2 missile tanks left. I had the NES Metroid number in my head. There are actually only 230. Power bomb here, kill that thing. Game's final energy tank, 14 out of 14. So I think we only have 3 items left to find. There's 1 power bomb tank and 2 missile tanks left, and that's it. Come on. There you go. Now, ignore the door and go through a fake wall on the left. I know, it's freaking weird. There's our second to last missile tank. Only 1 of those left to find. There's the final power bomb tank in the game. We're so close to done now. Oops, wrong way. Want to go through this door. Go. Ah, Samus. Do your screw attack. There you go. Somewhere around here. There it is. There's the game's last missile tank. It's actually our last item. Crazy, right? But I'll show you when we get back to our ship, which is more imminent than you might think, thankfully. Get a music change. Screw attack through all that. And look where we've made our way back to. We want to go all the way back to our ship on Criteria at the start of the game now. Gonna save with Ridley dead. That's just wisdom. Oh, balls. Alright. It's almost midnight, I think. I'll finish right around midnight and we can all tell Tiff happy birthday. Oh, balls. That was the door I wanted. There we go. I think she'll be happy with it. I hope so, anyway. There it is. So I know there's a secret passage in here. And here we are, back to Criteria. We'll save at our ship, refill all our goodies. We have all the items. Outstanding. Head through here. But instead of going left, now we'll finally hit this door on the right. Here we go. This is why you call them the 4 real bosses. Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, and Ridley. With all of them dead, we can access the final area of the game. You can kill Metroids, spoiler alert, the same way you could in the original NES game. Freeze them with the ice beam and then hit them with 5 missiles. So they've rebuilt Turian. There's a real Metroid. Significantly more powerful than those fake ones they had us fighting in Meridia. Have to kill all the Metroids to open the metal door. Same's true here. The first segment of Turian is really just a gauntlet of shooting Metroids and dodging those little fire rings. It's not hard. But you are in trouble if you let a Metroid grab you. Let's say that. They are immensely hard to shake off. Here we go. So we got these indestructible big blue side hoppers. Let's get past those. Here's a Torizo. That's not a good sign. See all these little critters that have just turned to sand. There is a giant-ass Metroid. You cannot hurt it. It gets hold of you, and this is all scripted, I promise. Takes you down to 1 energy. And then it's our buddy, who was stolen at the very beginning of the game. Do make sure you go left this time. Hit the energy recharge station. And get ready. Yes, another eye door. Better plot than Game of Thrones. I actually like the end of this game. There's one more save point. I suggest you use it. Boss time. First segment basically cribs exactly from the NES version of Metroid. It's got to wreck these things with missiles. Normal missiles are fine. Sure enough, smother brain. Gotta crack the glass first. Her hitbox is bigger than she appears. You can't, unfortunately, just jump onto her platform and start wrecking her. Now things get very different than the original game. Shouldn't surprise you. Get your super missiles ready. Alright, once this happens, we've won the fight. Just be patient. So she smacks us with what's called the hyper beam. It takes 300 energy a pop, and we lose all our remaining ammo. And now Samus is stunned and can't stand up. Now she'll use her weaker attacks to get us down within 100 energy. Charges up another one, which would kill us. Oh, snap! Now it gives us our energy back. But Mother Brain's still breathing. And our baby Metroid dead. Now the hype music start playing. Now we have her hyper beam. And I assure you, we can royally fuck shit up with this. Fuck you. Here we go. Time bomb set. Escape immediately. Now we have 3 minutes to get all the way back to our ship. Close gates on me. I laugh. Blow the shit out of him with the hyper beam. Can be hard to see. Fuck. There we go. And we're back here. Back to our ship. Good game. Credits, credits, credits. Here we go. Let's see what our clear time was. I know we got all the items. Such an inspiring quote. The operation was completed successfully. Clear time 2 hours and 32 minutes. Okay. I think that might be so slow we're going to get the second best ending. Let me look. Oh, nope, the cutoff is 3 hours. We'll still get the best ending. Good. Not that it matters much. And it's midnight. It's like perfect timing. Credits finish rolling. I can go tell my wife happy birthday. We can go to sleep. Gunpei Yokoi, creator of Metroid. He died almost a decade ago now. Produced by Deer Force of Team Shikamaru. 1994 Nintendo. Your rate for collecting items is 100%. See you next mission. Alright, awesome. Thanks for sticking around, fam. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We've been talking about doing that one for a while. I figured this was a good night to knock it off. So, that's going to do it for Super Metroid. For those of you who joined me live on Twitch and stuck it out to the end, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new or you're watching later and you enjoy what you saw, I hope you'll consider following the Twitch channel. The link to do so is, well, following the Twitch channel is obviously on the Twitch channel. I must be a little sleepy. Anyway, that way you can see every time we go live. If you're watching later on YouTube, I know I stream somewhat irregularly, but all of my content eventually makes its way to the YouTube channel. So if you miss anything here, you can catch it over there. Just subscribe and please like the videos if you like the content. And finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you'll join the Discord. The link to do so is in the Twitch channel description and or the YouTube video description. The Discord is where I make official channel announcements. It's where we discuss the games you'd like to see me play, and it's where there's a cool, fun, growing community of people who love video games just like you and me. Everybody have a great weekend. I may see you Sunday night. It's not a definite thing, but chances are pretty high. So watch for me then, and thank you for your time. I'll see you soon.